Hello, Tony Carrillo here, creator of the comic strip F-. As you may know, for the last few years I've used my blog at spreadthefword.com to showcase some of the hate mail that I get on a fairly regular basis. What you may not know is that I also get a lot of unsolicited ideas for comics. Now, I don't use outside comic suggestions in F-, but they're still fun to read. But once in a while I'll get a rare email that is both hate mail and a comic idea suggestion, which is basically saying, your ideas suck, here, use these good ones. So I invited two friends to discuss this phenomenon with me, and what follows is the result. Hope you enjoy it. I'm here today with Dallas Butler.
Hi.
And Macy Hansen.
It is a pleasure.
Two experts here to help me discuss the ideas that I've received. Here's a letter I received a couple of weeks ago. It's from, looks like Alan. Tony, I read the comics, I solve a couple of crosswords, and I quickly solve the jumble every morning. Most of your cartoons are...
First of all, we got to stop you there. I do enjoy attacking the credibility of most people. I think that helps me feel good about not having much myself.
Admirable.
Well. But this guy, you got to wonder about any human being, Alan or non-Alan, who starts his letter by saying, look, you got to take me seriously, because every morning I get the jumble right and I get the crossword right.
Well, he also says he quickly solves the jumble.
Yeah, it didn't even take him much time.
As opposed to us idiots that take...
I have a backlog of 2 years and 36 weeks of jumble comics
Unfinished
that I have
jumbles.
been trying to solve. And I would like to speak to this jumble mathematician, if you will, and find out his secrets.
A jumbletician.
And it's a couple of
2
crosswords. I want to know, what is a couple? 2, 3, hundreds?
So he's probably going through 12 crosswords in the morning. And I don't want to really cast doubt or any prejudice on the rest of his letter, but I really do think we ought to take him seriously.
Most of your cartoons are, well, they're just not all that funny or witty. I'm a local writer, actor, and comedian. Do you take suggestions for some of your strips? Don't get me wrong, I'll continue to read your cartoon. Some of them are funny. If you're willing to hear some ideas, free, let me know. Sincerely, Alan. Thank you, Alan. Guys, thoughts initially, right off the bat?
First of all, why is Alan selling his services for free? My first thought for you as a businessman is you need to get Alan on retainer.
And let me point this out, Tony. Quickly solving the jumble, not an easy task. I easily use 4 to 5 hours out of my working day solving the jumble, and junior jumble, not that much easier, every day of the week. Sorry, Macy, continue.
Well, besides that, I don't know what impresses me more. The fact that the guy solves the jumble and the crosswords daily, very quickly, or that he's a local actor and comedian.
And writer. And
a writer. I mean, the guy, you got a Renaissance man reading you should be paying him by the hour.
Well, let me get right to his some of his ideas. I think that this is really...
Oh, they're all good.
He says his first idea is, okay, picture this. Satan. Satan is in the shower.
Okay, so we got the horns, the tail, all that.
Why wouldn't
Water.
Satan get clean?
Okay, Satan
First
in the
of
shower.
all.
He yells, who used all the cold water?
Now, let me tell
goodness.
you. Well, I don't know how many of you have ever been in hell and had a roommate, but whenever they take the cold water, it's just annoying.
Clearly the guy's met Satan. I mean, when I sold Satan my soul, that's how he was. He was that kind of guy. He was feisty. He didn't say please. He didn't say thank you. And he was the sort of guy that would run himself out of utilities and blame it on other people.
Every time I take a cold shower, Satan is always involved.
Let me move on to the next letter here. He says, okay, picture 2 kangaroos.
How about Satan with soap on a rope, huh? Now that's something to think about.
2 kangaroos. Okay.
I've been to West Point. You need it.
Watching the third kangaroo on a pogo stick. One kangaroo says to the other, he's so lazy.
Oh, God. See, that's...
First off, first problem, pogo sticks, it's a workout, okay? Not for the lazy. If you've ever pogoed, which I have and will continue to do, it's not easy. 5 minutes of pogoing, I felt like half an hour on the treadmill, easily.
I have exercised before.
I don't believe it.
It's hell.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, it's hell without cold water. It's not good.
I will vouch for Alan here because kangaroos, notoriously lazy.
They're marsupials.
Yeah. Oh, I have a
Lazy
pouch. I'm just going to
bastards.
carry everything around with me. Come on, kangaroos. Get with the picture. But seriously, pogoing, not as easy as it sounds. Case closed.
A car going down the road with a sign on the roof that says student driver, and the car is all banged up and dented. End of comic.
That student driver, clearly not as skilled as a regular driver. I get it. I get the joke.
Okay. This letter is from Charles. Charles says, I normally don't do this, but this came to me today. And it seems like
First of all, right here, I am very intrigued by the first sentences of these letter writers. They're very revealing. I mean, I really don't do this means, like, I really don't do this, but my wife doesn't know that I sleep with prostitutes. I really don't do this, but, yeah, you know that third mortgage I have on my house? Not for investment so much as what some might call gambling debts.
I normally don't do this, but I'm just going to take my pants off right now.
Well, I normally do that, so I'm unfamiliar with that phrase also.
Yeah.
But the issue here is you've got to wonder about someone who's stepping out on a limb by writing to a cartoonist.
Well, they're really exposing a lot of themselves by writing to you.
But, I'm going out on a limb here, and I think we should listen to the rest of Charles's letter.
All right, let's continue on. He says, this came to me today. He says, it's quite possible it's not an original idea. If I could draw it, I'd do it myself.
Is this family friendly, Tony?
It's not. The main problem with this letter, it can never ever be published in any newspaper in any way. I'll start reading. You stop me when we get to the bad part.
I will say stop when I am offended.
Okay. Hospital delivery room. Characters: a gay couple.
Stop.
White. The doctor. White.
Oh God.
Surrogate.
Is there an AIDS joke coming? Is there an AIDS joke coming? I feel an AIDS joke coming.
Wait till you hear the whole cast of characters. Surrogate, having baby, also white, and the baby, black. The doctor is holding the baby. He looks surprised. The surrogate looks exhausted, sweat beads on her face. Her hair is a mess. However women look after having a baby.
Which, Tony, couple, I'm sure you would know what it looks like.
Right, I'll figure that out. The gay couple are holding hands, looking at the baby. They look confused. Gay man 1. Which I probably draw him wearing a shirt saying Gay Man 1. Is that our baby? Gay Man 2. Is that our surrogate? The end. Opinion?
Well, first off, Tony, I would just like to say that this is exactly like a comic that you would do. I would have to say...
I know, have I done that before already?
That gay and or race jokes are probably about 95% of the F- that I see on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I think what really offends me most about this is... look, I'm a bad person. I don't mind really offensive jokes. I actually quite like them. But what bothers me about this joke is it's offensive and it's not funny. I like offensive jokes that make me laugh.
Yeah. This joke that is racist, which is a plus, but is not funny, which is a negative, all in all, is a negative in my book. Charles, thank you again for really putting yourself out there to tell this truly, truly awful joke.
The little worm asks his mom if he can go out and play. Mama Worm says, yes, but stay out of the pond. Remember what happened to stupid Phil.
You're so stupid.
Awful.